How did I get here?
Hello and welcome to a new video, and in today's video we've got a challenge to do. Today's challenge comes from CastrolTomsSupra, and the challenge takes us to Gran Turismo 2 for a challenge involving a very certain vehicle that for whatever reason is in Class S, even though, let's be honest, it probably really shouldn't be. That car in question? The Renault Clio Sport V6 24 valve. Now here's the problem with this vehicle, right? This is a mid-engined hot hatchback car. It's a bit of a special vehicle, sure, but it also only makes about 250 horsepower, which might not sound too bad. The problem is, it suddenly becomes bad when you realize that this is the same class that's got vehicles like this. A V8 Vantage Aston Martin, which despite weighing the moon, still makes 550 horsepower. The Dodge Viper GTS, probably one of the finest examples of American muscle ever made, or American sports cars, or whatever you wanted to call it. You get the Jaguar XKR, which despite, again, weighing a bit on the heavier side, still makes 370 horsepower, so it's not a slouch. The Lister Storm, which is powerful. It makes nearly 600 horsepower. This thing is fast. The Rufsia TR2, which makes over 570 horsepower and is not only very fast, but is also decent around the corners too, and it gets up to speed really quickly as well, so there's also that. The Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe. This thing is an old American muscle racing car, but despite that, it's exceptionally lightweight, gets up to speed really fast, and again, really get through the corners. You get the Tuscan Speed 6, which despite only making about 360 horsepower, it's still considerably light, and it's still decent around the corners. The Vector M12, which despite being a Lamborghini Diablo and an American body, it's still a Lamborghini Diablo deep down as a result, so it's still really fast. And then you got the Venturi Atlantique 400 GT, which is French. So yeah, basically this car, when you really look at it, is tremendously underpowered, and you feel it when you drive it. You can see in just about any track in this game, the rest of the class will all just leave you behind, which is really annoying, and just confirms to me the thought that I've always had, that this car was probably meant for Class A, but PD put it into the wrong class. At least that's what I think. But whatever, the challenge that Supra has left us is to win a race with it, and we are on the most difficulty in the game. Yeah, because of course I would. And what track will we be going to? Well, I had to think about which of the tracks available would be the most likely to potentially give me a win, and one of those might be Trial Mountain Circuit. Yes, it does have that kind of long straightaway in between the trees and whatnot, but this is a technical course, and the AI does get sometimes a little carried away, and they go in too quickly. So I thought maybe if I just get it all down, we can possibly get a win out of this. As with any challenge, I've got 3 attempts, and with each attempt, I'm going to reshuffle the grid of cars, just so it's not always the same thing. But we'll see what we get for this first attempt. So, let's go! Well, we got our work already cut out for us. 2 Vectors, a Venturi, and a Roof. That Roof is going to be one of the really tough ones, because the Roof is one of the best cars in the class. Again, 570 plus horsepower in basically a tuned Porsche 911 body. It's going to be the tough one of the bunch, but we'll see what we can manage. But you can just see it from here. The AI just leaves you behind. You just get absolutely left in the dust. All you can do is just watch as they just storm off. Trying the absolute best that I can to try and get myself up there, so I'm really going to have to just nail these corners, focus on the handling aspect, because it's the one thing that's really going to help me. Plus, I'm going to have to drive aggressively, which means sending this car into a lot of the corners and just kind of bouncing off the other vehicles, which, you know, is no proper racing etiquette, but in the case of the challenge that we got, it's really the only thing we can do. And unfortunately, now that we're on to the main straightaway, just, again, watch as they all leave me here to fall back. But here we go, we're going to try to send it, and we're past the TVR, but I think I might have sent it a little too hard. Yep, and there goes the TVR again, just getting past. So this is not looking too good. We're still very much in last place right now, with this lap nearly complete already. Only a couple more corners to go. But the good news, as I said, is like the AI in this game, they're very cautious about some of these corners. So I'm trying to use that to my advantage to hope that I can pull something off. But right now, it's not looking promising. But here, I can at least go a bit faster because they ease up. There we go, past the TVR. Also about to get past the Venturi because that car really kind of screwed it up. Now I got the two Vectors here. Now I'm going to try to go for the inside as much as I can just so I don't like end up in a bit of a situation. Now this is, again, what I meant. They get a little carried away and they often go off on that particular corner right there on the flying laps. So just trying to use that to my advantage. Of course, that's not going to help either, especially now that we got the roof. The roof is still going to be the really challenging one. And one of the Vectors is trying to send me to the wall. Yep, it sent me to the wall. Things are not looking good. Only into third place right now, which podium is, you know, might sound nice. Oh, there we go. I was able to time it to get a bump off the Venturi to kind of speed me up a little bit. Hopefully that might keep me in this a little bit. Now, I know with one of these corners coming up, the Vectors always tend to go in too hot and just kind of crash into it. Yep, that was the one right there. The roof doesn't particularly have that problem, but I'm just trying what I can to just keep the power on as much as possible because that's what we need here. We need to keep this thing going as fast as I just possibly can get it through these corners. There we go. Very good through here, and I'm about to just sneak up on the Vector. Kind of just go through there, cutting a little bit as I get into the final lap. Kind of hope that the roof kind of goes off a bit. Oh, didn't really go off as much as I would have hoped. But here we go. Could I sneak in a lead? Yep. Now I'm going to really have to play aggressive here. Oh, man, that roof just really trying. Oh, the Vector got in front, though. That might help a little bit. Might help keep that roof off because the roof is definitely faster than the Vector. Oh, they really just sent it into that corner there. That's going to screw them up a little bit. Get them off my case for just a little bit going into the straightaway here. Come on. Oh, no. All right, fine, fine. Inside line. Ooh, got the push from the second Vector, though. Oh, perfect. We are still in this. Again, gotta play. I have to play aggressive. I have to do what I can to try and just keep them from getting too far ahead. Oh, the roof went way too fast into there. That was good through there, too. All right, inside line. Go for the inside. Oh, again, it's a bit dirty, but I have to do it. Oh, I don't know. If I can nail this last section, this might be it. Oh, no! Ah, the rear end at the kind of kicked out just at the end. We were so close on the first attempt, too. I just couldn't get past that roof. Damn it. Well, let's reshuffle the grid and see what we get for attempt number 2. Damn it, the roof is back. The roof is back. No Vectors this time, though, but we do have that Cobra. That Cobra is definitely a quick little thing. And we got a Viper this time as well. So who knows what we'll get with the Viper there. The Venturi is also back as well. And we also got an XKR, which I don't think should be too bad. The two that's going to be the ones to look out for are going to be that Daytona Cobra and that roof. The roof's already ahead. It's because it started in the front. So that's not surprising in the slightest that it's already kind of leaving the others behind too. Now we're at least definitely closer. Now in the last attempt, I wasn't even ahead of any of them before the straightaway. But now... Hey, look at that, already into 4th, because the Viper and the Venturi both ran wide. The XKR is surprisingly holding better than I suspected. Of course, here it's going to kind of take off for me a bit, though not as much. It's still a bit of a heavier vehicle, and, you know, at 370 horsepower is one of the lesser powered ones here as well. Of course, not as lesser powered as my car, obviously, but definitely no roof. The Cobra is around the same power-wise, I think just a little bit more. The only difference being that thing is way more lightweight and is better through the corners as a result. It's going to be those two that are going to be the hard ones to get. And that wasn't too bad through there. I think that could have been a slight bit better, but kept good with speed. All right. Got to do well here. Kind of cut that a bit. Ooh, yes. Okay. That was good through there. Good through there. All right. And again, I'm just going to kind of send it a bit. Getting some air. Unfortunately, got into the back of the Cobra, though. Not what I wanted to do, but we are getting just ahead of it. But that thing, look how that thing goes. That thing is still smooth and solid, and that was a bad line. That was ugly through there. Shit, that's not what I need right now. All right, come on. There we go. Not too bad through there. Just off a little bit, off a bit, off a bit. Okay, nothing I'm going to be able to do here for sure. Okay, I'm gonna want to kind of switch over to the inside. I'm just let that Venturi go. Man, look at the Cobra. That Cobra's trying to go for the pass on the roof, but they got a little too close, kind of to the edge there. Might have slowed them both down. Ooh, ooh, this is gonna be tough. Again, like I said last time. Okay. I'm really gonna have to nail this section here so I can just go into the last lap with a lot of speed. Not too bad. I really kind of have to cut that a bit. Oof, the roof is losing it a little bit. I gotta still catch up to that Cobra. I'm just gonna... Yep, sorry, buddy, but aggressive is how it have to be done here. Okay, there we go. Oh, man, wow, that surprisingly kind of affected the Cobra more than I thought because the roof's in second now. Oh, they're going wide. Good, good, good. That kind of gets them off me for just a little bit. But again, this is where I'm going to just be basically exposed. Again, I'm just going to go to the inside to just let the others go. Oh, shit. Well, I didn't really want to let the Cobra go, but... It's fine. We might still have a chance here. Yep, really kind of doing it. Oh, look, that Cobra, though! That Cobra just sneaks in all the time. That thing, it doesn't help that it's also the smallest vehicle, so it can just easily kind of snake its way through. All right, well, I have a bit of a lead. Oh, that Cobra, though, that thing is so quick. But come on, just do it. Oh yes, we're gonna do it. Hell yes! With a sub 135 to finish it off. Oh, I really had to play aggressive there, but on the second attempt, we got it! Beating out the Cobra to the line. And the Roof getting third, the Viper fourth, the Venturi fell back to fifth, and the Jaguar was last. So, playing a bit of an asshole when it comes to driving, it is possible to get the job done. So that's a good thing. But if you're going to do this on the toughest difficulty, this is the way that you're going to have to do it. Otherwise, if for some reason you really want to drive the Clio in arcade mode, just play on the easier difficulties, so that way you at least can use this on more tracks. I'm sure there might be a couple other tracks I could possibly get it done with. But nevertheless, we have done it, we have won, and that's another challenge complete. So, if you want to request a challenge, make sure to check out my game list to see what I've got. Make sure the challenge doesn't last more than like 30 minutes, because that way you're not sitting here for hours on end to see if I can get one thing done. But otherwise, if you enjoyed this, make sure to hit a like, hit subscribe, leave a comment. That all helps in this crazy algorithm-ridden world. Check out my links down below. Check out my Twitch if you want to see me stream live. Check out my Patreon if you want to help support me and get your name at the start of the videos just with a pledge of $1 or more. Thank you so much, and I hopefully will see you all on the next video.